Hello everyone, my name is Analyses-S.Nuñez von Vogt. I'm a PhD student in the Distributed Security Infrastructure Group at TU Berlin. Today, I will present our work, Every Query Counts, analyzing the privacy loss of exploratory data analysis, which was developed in cooperation with Mira Pauli and Johanna Reichert from Analyses-S and Florian Schorsch from TU Berlin.
An exploratory data analysis is an essential step for every data analyst. This EDA consists of querying the data for a number of statistics in order to gain insights and evaluate data quality. This information is then used to initiate data pre-processing and then select a machine learning model for further processing. Usually, the model is published and therefore the training is privacy preserving. However, the data analyst has access to the raw data and the EDA is performed without any privacy guarantees. The problem is that in most cases it is an external data analyst. Accordingly, the analyst should be considered as an adversary who should not be able to reveal information about individuals. The EDA should therefore also preserve privacy by, for example, adding noise to the results. We assume that differential privacy is guaranteed. The idea behind differential privacy is that the absence or existence of an individual should have a small impact on the results. The privacy loss is quantified by epsilon, also known as privacy budget. Differentially private mechanisms are composable. This means if the randomization is independent for each query, for example, if I'm included in two different databases or columns, then the total privacy loss is given by the sum of epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. So back to our example. We consider a privacy-preserving EDA. In other words, the data analyst is allowed to query some information and noise is added to the result. The privacy loss adds up to the privacy budget for each query. And afterwards, the analyst spends a second budget for training the model. So the EDA should take into account when calculating the privacy loss of a machine learning approach. In our paper, we quantified the required privacy budget for an EDA. To this end, we select some basic statistical functions. But even if we limit our EDA to certain functions, we still assume that the queries performed by the analyst are not known in advance and are sent interactively depending on the results. In other words, we simply assume random queries. We apply the differential privacy mechanism for each query and calculate the required privacy budget according to composition theory. For each information, we query the dataset for each column. So the required privacy budget increases by every query, that means by every column. We differentiate the information between numerical and categorical variables. The first information we're interested in is the distribution. For numerical variables, the range and quantiles provide information about the validity of the data. For categorical variables, the distribution is given by the number of observations of each variable value. The privacy loss increases by the budget per query 5 times because of the minimum, maximum, and quantiles for the number of numerical variables and 1 time for the categorical variables. The missing values as well as the outliers of categorical variables are visible from the value counts. Therefore, the privacy budget only increases by the number of numerical variables. We quantify the relationship between two variables using the Spearman's correlation for numerical and Kramer's V for categorical variables. The privacy budget increases by the number of permutations. We determine the cumulative privacy loss exemplary for some datasets from the UCI machine learning repository and fix the privacy guarantee for each query to 0.01. The datasets differ on the number of numerical and categorical variables. We can see that the more functions we compute, the higher the privacy loss. The correlation leads to the highest privacy loss since the budget increases by the binomial coefficient. This is especially visible for the mushroom dataset. Even with these few statistical functions, many queries must be made, resulting in a privacy loss of epsilon greater than 3. This value is already considered by researchers as critical for sufficient privacy. So, how can we reduce the privacy loss? Well, we could reduce the privacy loss per query. This would shift the curve down. However, a small privacy loss results in a higher accuracy loss. We evaluate the accuracy of the EDA and measure the accuracy with the relative error. We observed that the relative error is acceptable. Querying missing values has the lowest error. This is caused by rounding the negative counts to 0, as we had only 10% missing values. In order to guarantee privacy, data analysts prefer synthetic datasets as they can proceed as normal. Synthetic datasets can increase accuracy or reduce the privacy budget because of correlated queries. Therefore, we compare the accuracy with synthetic datasets. For comparison, we generate synthetic data with the same privacy budget that is required to investigate the correlation in an interactive setting. For more details on the generation process, I refer you to our paper. The synthetic datasets have a smaller relative error compared to the interactive setting. However, the relative error of the synthetic datasets for the numerical correlation is higher compared to the interactive setting. This high error occurs due to the high range of some numerical variables.
In conclusion, let me sum up our main contributions. With our evaluation, we showed that even basic investigations of an EDA require a high privacy budget in an interactive setting. Synthetic datasets can be used directly to train a model without dividing the privacy budget among EDA and model generation. However, the expressiveness of non-interactive mechanisms, such as synthetic data, is limited to the correlations used for generating the output. As most of the queries of an EDA are correlated, we appeal to data analysts to agree on a widely applicable statistics that show the information necessary for model generation. We believe that a standardized set of statistical functions used in an EDA could be optimized to balance the privacy-utility trade-off. This brings me to the end of my presentation. Now, I'm happy to answer any questions and would be interested to hear your comments.